Have you ever wondered why some skaters can win with mistakes while other skaters can skate almost perfectly and still not win? This video is the ultimate guide to Olympic figure skating where I'll break down the events, scoring, and what to watch so you can enjoy the sport like a pro, even if you've never seen a triple axel before. Figure skating is one of the most exciting Olympic events. It combines athleticism, artistry, and storytelling on ice. Skaters perform jaw-dropping jumps, elegant spins, and intricate footwork, all while interpreting the music. And in my opinion, it is one of the most beautiful sports in the world. From the outside, it can look pretty random, but once you understand what judges are actually looking for, the results can make a lot more sense. Alright, let's break down the events that you'll see at the Olympics. There are 4 main figure skating events: men's and women's singles, pairs, ice dance, and a team event. First up, men's and women's singles. This is where skaters perform individually, and more specifically in the men's event, this is where you're going to see most of the quad jumps. Each skater does a short program and a free skate. The short program is around 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and you'll see 3 jumps, 3 spins, a step sequence. The free skate is 4.5 minutes, and you'll see 7 jumps, 3 spins, a step sequence, and a choreographic sequence. The free skate is like the main event. It's where majority of the highlights are going to come from, and it is the biggest factor in deciding who wins the Olympics. Next, pair skating. This is where 2 skaters perform together. It's like they are performing singles events side by side. Pair skating has both a short program and a free skate, just like the singles events. You'll see lifts, throw jumps, death spirals, side-by-side spins, and so much more. I like to think of this event as the acrobatics of figure skating. The difficulty is probably the highest out of all the disciplines. And when this technical difficulty is combined with unison, it is just so amazing. The judges care if both skaters are in unison with every element. So while you're watching, make sure to pay attention to synchronized jumps and spins. Look at lifts and throw jumps because those clean landings are critical. And notice timing and chemistry. You'll also probably notice while watching these skaters how incredibly strong they are. Next, we have ice dance, which, not to be biased, but this is my favorite discipline. Ice dance is like the ballroom dancing of figure skating. There are no big throws or jumps, but instead it focuses on rhythm, interpretation, and precise footwork. Lifts are shorter and stay below the shoulder, and programs emphasize correct edges and storytelling. The biggest things in ice dance are twizzles, specific dance footwork patterns, lifts, and emotional expression. In ice dance, there is a rhythm dance and a free dance, which mirror the short program and free skate of other programs, but these have very different rules. The rhythm dance is the equivalent to the short program. Every year the theme changes. So in 2024 the theme was 80s, 2025 was 50s, 60s, 70s, and this year is 90s. The theme lately has been following the decades, but in other years it's been Latin, tango, to musical, to many other things. In the free dance, the skaters can skate to basically whatever they want, but you'll see 9 elements ranging from lifts, footwork, choreographic elements, spins, and of course twizzles. The free dance is the equivalent to the free skate of other disciplines, and it is also the biggest factor in deciding who wins. In order to tell the difference between pairs and ice dance, the biggest thing to look for is the technique of their skating. It's a bit hard to see to the untrained eye, but the biggest thing is that pairs are skating more side by side, and in ice dance they are dancing together on the ice. Additionally, ice dance lifts are not allowed to go above the head, and ice dancers do not jump at all. Other things to look for are women in ice dance typically wear longer skirts. That's not a requirement, and you can definitely see shorter skirts and shorts, especially in the rhythm dance, but traditionally the skirts are longer. And ice dance blades are shorter than freestyle blades. This is so that you can increase the precision on steps and turns to skate on correct parts of the blade, and the toe pick is smaller as well. So in order to watch ice dance, you want to follow footwork patterns and synchronization. Listen to the music and notice the interpretation. Watch lifts and holds because the smoothness of that also matters. When you're watching a good ice dance team, you're probably not going to be able to tell what their elements are because everything flows together so well. And also just appreciate the storytelling. Expressions and movements tell a story, and ice dance really showcases that in ways that other disciplines do not. Basically, pairs is the athletic tricks and crazy jumps, and ice dance is like ballet on ice. They are both beautiful in their own ways. The team event combines scores from singles, pairs, ice dance for a total country score. It's exciting because you get to see all the disciplines compete together and how each skater's performance affects the team outcome. Each country sends out their skaters to compete as a team in each discipline. So let's say, for example, this year the US decides to send Amber Glenn for the short program and Alyssa Liu for the free program. Both of their total scores for those programs would get added up for the United States total country score. This is just such a fun way to watch the Olympics. I always get so excited for the team event, and it also ends up in more skaters getting Olympic medals, which I think is so special. Now let's break down the scoring. Don't worry, I'll keep it simple. Figure skating uses the International Judging System, or IJS, which splits scores into technical score and program component scores. This is actually how our program protocol looks like and how skaters are scored. It looks very confusing, but don't worry, once you get the hang of it, it's not that bad. The technical score measures the elements themselves, the jumps, spins, step sequences, throws, lifts, all of that. Each element has a base value. So for example, an axel is worth more than a lutz, doubles are worth more than triples, and quads have the most value. Judges also apply a grade of execution or a GOE to each element. The GOE adjusts the base value depending on how well an element is performed. This goes from +5 to -5 for each element. Each judge will give their desired GOE for each element, and the lowest given and the highest given are taken away. The rest are averaged. The catch is that this is not +5 or -5 points, it's about plus or minus 50% of each element's base value. A perfect jump earns bonus points, while under rotations or falls will lose points. Think of it like extra credit points or like a penalty. For example, a triple lutz triple toe loop combination has a base value of 10.10 points. This triple lutz triple toe performed by Yoona Kim earns 1.6 points GOE, so a total of 11.70 points. On the other hand, this triple lutz triple toe combination performed by Isabeau Levito resulted in a fall, so she received a base value of 10.10 points, but minus 2.61. This jump received 7.49 points total, and she took an additional 1 point deduction to the overall program for the fall. During the program, you can follow the score box in the left-hand corner of the screen. It updates live after each element, showing the technical points. Watching the score box helps you understand how each jump or spin affects the total score. Additionally, each of those green boxes show that the element received a positive GOE, while yellow means the element was under review and will probably get a negative GOE, and red means it was in the negatives. The program component scores measures artistry and performance. Judges score 3 areas: composition, performance, and skating skills. Each is scored from 0.25 to 10 and then multiplied by a predetermined factor. So even if a skater lands all their jumps perfectly, their artistry and musical interpretation can make or break their final score. For example, a skater may have perfect jumps but score lower on artistry, or they may have breathtaking performance but they'll miss a jump. The best skaters will excel on both. That's why watching both the athletic sides and the artistic sides are both so important. The final segment score for both the short program and the free skate is the sum of the technical and component scores. And then after that, the short program and the free skate total scores are added together for a total score. Basically, these are just the scores that the skaters are waiting for in the Chris and Cry booth after their programs are finished. Even with all this knowledge, figure skating can still be pretty confusing. For example, in the 2014 Sochi Olympics, there was a huge controversy in the ladies' singles event between Yoona Kim and Adelina Sotnikova. Yoona technically skated a cleaner program and had more consistent elements, but it was said that Adelina's program component score helped her win the gold. This shows that understanding the scoring system doesn't always make results obvious. Even with all of that, everything can still be confusing. I have been in the sport for almost 14 years, and I do not agree with those results. I 100% think that Yoona Kim should have gotten the gold medal. Even another example of this is at the 2025 Grand Prix final, Alyssa Liu won, and when she found out she won, she looked so confused. So if you feel like you are confused by results, you may not be the only one. So here are a few more facts to make things a little bit more interesting. In 2018 at the Pyeongchang Olympics, Nathan Chen was set out to be the Olympic gold favorite, but he had a very rough short program which was a surprise to everyone, and it placed him well out of medal contention. But in the free skate, he performed 5 quads with near perfect execution and incredible artistry, which helped him climb back into 5th place overall. This illustrates how both the technical and component score can really work together, and how one segment doesn't always tell the whole story. Yes, the short program was very critical, and it is what cost him the gold medal, but he was able to improve his score so drastically in the free program that he was just in reach of that bronze medal. So there are many other stories that I could tell just like this one, but together all of them show how delicate the balance of athleticism, artistry, and strategy are in figure skating. Following the scoring system becomes not just informative, but fun. This is because you can start predicting outcomes, noticing nuances, and appreciating the performances on a deeper level. Trust me, once you start seeing the ice through this lens, you'll never watch competitive figure skating the same again. So all in all, here's how to watch like a pro. Focus on the jumps and spins for the technical score, and focus on the artistry and musical interpretation for the program component score. In singles and pairs, watch for clean jump landings and unison. And in ice dance, watch footwork patterns, rhythm, and storytelling through performance. Make sure you pay attention to the score box during the program. You can almost predict the GOE while the program progresses, and it can be a really fun and interesting way to watch the program because you can see if the judges agree with you or not, or if they found a mistake that maybe you didn't catch. And as fun and important as the jumps are, don't just focus on those. Notice the flow between elements, the emotion, and how skaters connect with the audience. Those are the things that make the biggest difference and what makes Olympic figure skating truly iconic. Over the next month, I will be reacting to every Olympic figure skating event and breaking down the performances as a competitive figure skater myself. So make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so we can go on the 2026 Olympic journey together. Now you're ready to watch Olympic figure skating like a true fan.